There we go. And again, I'm Grant Batchelder. I want to start first by sharing our website um, and all of the changes to it. I've been working pretty hard to get this site to be usable for the organizations as well as for students. So here's a little just introduction about it. If you are a student and you do not see a group here or on our list of groups that you're interested in, it is possible to create your own group. And you can find instructions on the website here for how to start an organization. I've tried to make it as easy as possible. In fact, we have made it easier than it has been in the past by changing the officer requirements to just a president and a treasurer. As well as any forms you might need as an organization. We have here links to our resource manual, which any student can read about how to run organizations, how to start them, how to grow them, the advisor's manual for your faculty or staff advisors so that they can have information as well. There's more information in there for them on managing and running and mentoring. Students are free to read this. I just don't know why you'd want to. We also have the registration. So if you are a new organization, this is where you'll go to send that application in using all of the information you have up here. And then not this semester, but in future semesters, when you're ready to submit an event request, this is where you'll go to do that. We also have a list of organizations. We actually have to update this because I'm pretty sure we're going to add one of you to this list. But these are just the ones that are currently active. We had more, but this semester has been very tough on some people and organizations in general, so it's gone down, as well as academic teams and programs. So this can be found through our Student Life website. The general Student Life, Office of Student Life, come down here. You can find it through clubs and organizations. And yeah, so from here, unless Charlie has wants to add anything else to that, we can start off. And I think we'll go by who was in first, who showed up first, and that would be Pride. Charlie, would you like to say something first, or?
No, I don't have any additions. If I do, I'll chime in, but we'll kick it off with Pride.
Okay. So with us for Pride, we have Chloe.
Hello. My name is Chloe Gerard. I am the current president of Pride on TCC's campus. I started back in the spring semester, kind of inherited a very new Pride to do. We had a lot of events planned. A lot of it was cut short because of COVID. So some of the things we do were Pride Week, which had different events for every day of the week, but sadly we couldn't have Pride Week because of COVID and things got cut short. But we do have a lot of activities virtually through our meetings. So we try to meet every Tuesday from 12 to 1 through Zoom. Most of the time we socialize, we discuss, we have queries or topics that we're discussing, things that are affecting us more personally or on a bigger issue. So a lot of the times we'll have workshops, like our latest upcoming workshop will be about LGBTQ representation in media, and then we'll have a discussion about that and how it affects us and a bunch of other things. But Pride Club is very flexible with what we do with our meetings. It all depends on how many people show up as well. So if you ever have an idea and you want to join, very much just reach out, come to a meeting, pitch your idea, and we're most likely going to be able to do something to accommodate everybody. And we do need officers. I'd say that's been the one big challenge with being virtual is having officers is very much a critical thing that we would need to have done. But they're open, so if anybody's interested, attending those meetings is a good way to figure out more about it. And also joining the club page on my TCC. We post pretty frequently on there. So yeah, I'd say that's where I'm at. We're good. Pride is fun. Pride is for everybody.
Thank you, Chloe. I believe that this next person who showed up was Lillian with STEM Center. So Lillian,
Hey, can you hear us?
we can hear you.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm Miss Francis, and I am an administrative staff assistant at the STEM Center. I work up at the front desk, and I provide students with important information regarding the STEM Center. And so the STEM Center is located in the Academic Computing Center, and it is in room 133 on the ground floor. It's open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we have a wide variety of resources for students. We have aviation and robotics and digital media and more.
All right, I am Miss McLeod. I'm also administrative assistant here in the STEM Center. And we also provide free printing computer access for our students. And we also have like individual laptops for those students that don't have laptops that just need computer access. We also provide 3 different scholarships here in the STEM Center. You have to be a STEM major to qualify for these scholarships and have roughly from a 2.8 GPA to a 3.0. But if you wanted more details about that, we do have our STEM student email that you could sign up for. We'll drop that in the comments for you guys. Those 3 scholarships are TCC STEM Council, our STEM Star Scholars and FGAP, and our Growth Mindset Scholarship, which is one of our more recent scholarships. I believe that's like $2,000 each semester. We also host a TCC symposium in the springtime. It ranges from different research topics such as diabetes, exploring whether or not violent video games increase aggression, and immersive technology in the entertainment. So within that symposium outreach is geared towards our students interacting with FSU and FAMU's graduate students there and undergraduate students for their research ideas. And we also, with our STEM student email, we also have an Instagram page where we're consistently posting about different activities that we host here. Recently we've had about 3 or 4 seminars that range from about research, resume writing, job applications. We also have had a mental health seminar, and we've also had physical health seminars. So if you are interested in those type of things, then you could also sign up for our STEM email. And I think that's just about all that we have just so far.
Yeah, we'll drop the STEM email in the comments, and we'll also put Dr. Gordon's email in the comments in case you have any other questions. And that's it.
Thank you both.
No problem.
I am looking at my list, and I believe Charlie, who was next? Was it Raven or Casey? Casey was next. Casey Armstrong, who is with our Baptist Collegiate Ministries, is next. Casey, are you able to talk?
Yes.
Perfect.
So, basically the Baptist Collegiate Ministries, we are just a group of Christians that, hang out, currently having to do it over Zoom, obviously, but we meet on Wednesdays from 12:30 to 1 right now over Zoom. And, we just have a time of fellowship. We do a little mini Bible study, and it's basically, we just kind of get to know everybody that's in the group and just have a group of just fellow Christians on campus that we can turn to if we need to with any spiritual things, or just somebody else like-minded to talk to as well. That's basically it.
Okay, thank you, Casey. Raven, I can't remember which group you're with. Charlie,
I'm at
correct?
the STEM Center.
With the oh, you've already gone.
Yeah,
right?
I'm
Obviously.
here.
In that case, next I think we had someone from the Honors College.
Yeah, that's me.
That's right.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm from the honors program. The honors program at TCC is a group with a lot of students. We are taking applications right now. So if you want to apply, feel free to go to the TCC honors program website and you'll get more information. But the TCC honors program, we value rigor, scholarship, community engagement, and research. All important parts of scholars and being academically involved. We offer honors courses for academic credit and things like that. To join the honors program as a current TCC student, you have to have a minimum of 6 courses with a 3.25 GPA and a maximum of 30 credits. We want to make sure that you can graduate with honors. Graduating with honors is taking 18 credit hours and having, I don't think there is a minimum GPA, but we also offer the Honor Scholarship, which is $1,000 both the spring and summer semesters. The award cycle has currently ended for the spring and summer, but it has not begun for fall 2021. We offer Honors Lounge, which is currently closed right now because of COVID. We do have special events, workshops, and things like that. And then we also do the Florida Collegiate Honors College Council, I should say. That's in February, and yeah.
Thank you, Mackenzie. Now, Jenny, I'm not sure if you want you or Alexandra to talk for mythology and more.
Alexandra, are you here? She had her contact.
Yeah, sorry, my contact had a fit, and I don't know if you can tell, but my
Why don't you go ahead and speak for us, and then.
So we've been holding Zoom meetings every other Friday, just depending on people's schedules. But this Friday we are having a movie watch party over Zoom, and it's the Clash of the Titans, and it's open to anyone that wants to attend. I'm putting out the link on the My TCC app on Thursday. So if anyone would like to join, you can. And we have started or are trying to start ordering books for a book club. The books that we agreed on were Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology, because they were short stories, so it would feel like you're not reading an entire book, but have little meetings on little stories. That's it so far. Jenny, if you have anything else to add?
No, that's good. Yes, it's a social club. We get together as we can, and of course we're just trying to find the events that we can manage through Zoom, which is tricky, but looking forward to the movie night this week.
I would like to say your books are in my office as of right now.
Oh, that's great news.
They arrived an hour ago.
Okay, we'll get with you and figure out how to disseminate them, spread them out. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, next up, Charlie, who do we have next up? Oh, Ava Nelson, who's representing quite a few different groups, yeah, the floor is yours, Ava.
Thank you, Grant. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday thus far. I'm here to talk about our theater program, Theater TCC. And then with us today, we also have Annalisa Prestia, who is one of our fabulous leaders, and she's going to talk about Curtain Call. But I'll kick off by talking about Theater TCC. This is our auditorium here on campus that you see behind me. We have about 485 seats, although right now, if you were to attend a socially distant event in there, it would be about 50. This is the set for, this is the set for the complete works of William Shakespeare Abridged, which I believe we did about 10 years ago. But we do typically put on 3 shows a year. As a lot of you have mentioned, things are different this year because of COVID, so we are not able to put on elaborate productions this season, but we did just complete a really important piece of theater called Hands Up, which was about systemic racism, and we did that show virtually, live streamed, and it went fairly well, I'd say, and we are doing another show later this semester in November and December, and that production is It's a Wonderful Life. So we do have some things on stage, but we are being very, very careful. And again, right now we do not have public audiences in the theater at this time. I thought I would share real quick. I'm not going to talk for too much longer. Oh, it says that I cannot share the screen. That's okay. It was just a little slideshow. But I did want to share that we have theater classes for not just theater majors, but also anyone else. It's an open door policy, so anyone can take a theater class here at the college. I wanted to make that clear, and also anyone can come and audition for shows or partake backstage in our theater productions. We really welcome every student on campus. So I hope to see some of you in the future. We have scholarships available, and we sort of reevaluate those on a semester basis. So if you are interested in a spring scholarship, it's not too late to apply for those. And again, it's just a great program to get involved creatively and just meet other students who love theater. And I think that's all from me. I'm going to let Annalisa speak about Curtain Call, which is our student theater volunteer group.
All right. Hi. Thanks, Eva. I'm Annalisa Prestia. I'm currently co-president of Curtain Call, which is a student volunteer group. And like Eva mentioned, within the theater program, it's not something that you have to be majorly passionate about. It's just, if you want something fun to do, if you want to meet new and exciting people, Curtain Call might be something really good for you, because I have made so many new friends just in being in Curtain Call. I've had the honor of being around Eva for 2 years now. I've been a part of Curtain Call since last fall. And it's just a lot of fun. Obviously, circumstances are different, so we can't do things the traditional way where we'd maybe have like a movie day, or we'd go out and have like a field day or something like that. But it's still a lot of fun. Currently, we have some of our volunteers making little Halloween short films that they are sending in to us, so that they're still interacting with each other, learning a little bit about each other without breaking that social distance bond. And it's a lot of fun. Like Eva mentioned, you can get scholarships, you can do this, you can do that. Currently coming up, we do have a couple of events, like the Florida Theater Conference was in the works, which is where it's just a big workshop gathering, and you can maybe audition, get some new and exciting experience down, but it's nothing with too much pressure. It's just really for people to have fun and maybe make some new friends.
Sorry, I was muted. Annalisa, thank you. We did have somebody here from Math Champions. Are they still with us? No? Okay, in that case, we'll move on to Student Nurses Association with Heather Redfield. So, Heather.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you. My name's Heather Redfield. I am nursing faculty, and I serve as the faculty advisor for the Student Nurses Association. We started it up a couple of years ago. It'll be 2 years this fall. Basically, it is an organization for student nurses, for pre-nursing students to kind of connect as well. Our main goals are to be involved in the community and to help our students get to the resources that they need. So a lot of times during our meetings, we will have guest speakers from community areas. So we've had the Sickle Cell Foundation come speak. We've had Tobacco Free Florida come and speak. Those were on main campus. Since we've moved online to Zoom, we end up doing a lot of the hospitals coming and talking and recruiting some of our students. The majority of the students that graduate from our program do tend to stay in Tallahassee. So we have very close relationships with both Capital Regional Medical Center and Tallahassee Memorial. We do a lot of our communication through our Facebook page. So it's the groups page, TCC Student Nurses Association. And it, again, is for students that are interested in nursing. It can be students that graduated from our program as part of that Facebook page. We don't require dues for the college level. However, if students wish to be part of the National Student Nurses Association, they do pay $30 a year for dues to the national organization, and that will give them both national and state level memberships as well. This year, we've met a couple times. We actually have our October meeting tomorrow afternoon, and we will be doing a quick meeting in the beginning and then finishing it off with trivia. So again, if you know anybody that's interested in healthcare, particularly nursing, send them our way. It's been really helpful to the pre-nursing students to be able to talk to students in our program, as well as the students in our program talking to our recent graduates as well, and having that community really keep in touch with each other.
Thank you, Heather. Also with us, we have Katie Sanchez, representing the TC2 Clubs and the program itself. Katie.
My name is Katie Sanchez, and as Grant mentioned, I developed the TC2 FSU and FAMU Club earlier this year. I have been the advisor and program assistant for the TCC2 programs to FSU and FAMU. So the idea behind creating the clubs was to create a peer-to-peer networking for students who kind of felt like they needed to have their transfer voice uplifted and enhanced. Some of the things we did earlier this year before the pandemic was to connect our students with previously transferred students, connect with faculty and staff at those institutions, think about ways to maximize academically and socially, what it means to be a transfer student and what the transfer experience should look like. A lot of those things were our students coming together and just sharing some of the things that they felt like needed to be better. What was wrong, what could be improved, what was working, and how potentially just connecting with students with the same major, with the same goals, really creating that community. So when you do transfer, you have that support system upon transferring and being admitted and being successful. So we are looking for an e-board. We recently had a few students graduate, so we are really excited to start up again. I do plan on posting things on my TCC if you're on there within the next week or so. Transfer week at the end of this month is coming up, so we hope to be doing some virtual events for that. Yeah, we're really excited to kind of see where we're going to take these clubs virtually. So anyone who's innovative or ideas with that would be great. Yeah, okay, that's about it for what we're trying to do. And if you have any questions, I'm wondering if I can, you can just type in my name on Outlook, Katie Sanchez, and you can just shoot me an email directly since I'm the sponsor for those clubs. All right, thank you, Grant.
Thank you, Katie. Now we have a message from Nikki with the Erie that Charlie's going to share with you all.
Hi, my name is Nicolette Constantino, and I'm the faculty advisor.
You have to make sure you hit the show sound.
Technical difficulties. Bear with me, you all.
Students who were on the production team, and I will share some information with you about how you can get involved with the magazine. When I first became advisor to the magazine, I confess I had to look up the word Erie because I'd never seen it spelled this way before. So as you may know, at TCC, our mascot is the eagle. And so I like to think of the magazine as our nest, our gathering place for TCC students' creativity. And the magazine showcases that creativity in a very special way. It's important to know that the magazine was founded by TCC students, and it has remained for decades since then to be a solely student publication, which means it contains only TCC student work, and it is only produced by TCC students. The magazine has changed much over the years. You can see from the different covers that each year the magazine has brand new content because it is produced by a brand new student staff that comes together and has sole control over the selection of content as well as the design and layout of the magazine. The magazine has an award-winning history. Last year we received a gold medalist critique from Columbia University, which is the highest critique that it can earn. We have also taken home regional awards over the years from Community College Humanities Association. And we also participate at the state level. Each year, the Florida College System Publications Association hosts a conference, and students who were on the production team get the opportunity to travel to that conference and participate in workshops held by working professionals in the publications industry. They get to network with other students at community colleges in the state, and they attend the awards banquet, at which hopefully each year we take home awards having competed with other community college magazines. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit more about the elective class that produces the magazine each spring. It is an elective class, but it is not your average elective class. It calls students to meet deadlines, to work together, and it employs very valuable job market skills. So here's some footage from that elective class from a couple of years ago. Students get the opportunity to share ideas, critique constructively one another's work, evaluate submissions, meet their deadlines, problem solve, and they also use design program software in order to design and lay out the magazine. Here is some testimony from a former TCC student. That's actually me with very short hair. Ross Huntley was a part of the 2018 Erie staff, and she talks about the opportunities that you have and the importance of your role as a student on the staff.
We're taking other people's work, we're giving them this chance to be published. And I know as a writer, it would mean the world to me to be published. So like being able to give that to other people and work with them, help them edit their pieces, help them see their work in a positive light is really cool to me. And being able to like have this finished product in the end of, wow, look at this thing that we made.
And here are some words from a couple more former student production team members talking about their experience with the magazine.
Class. We actually have to use InDesign, we use Photoshop, and it just prepares you for like real publication. Like you have to go over and read everything over again, and we do like a ranking system and how to judge each piece, and it's really amazing once you see the final product come together.
It's really just to get the students really involved in something that's going on in the campus and to allow them to get their work published or further their experience with either their art or something that they've written.
So speaking of getting involved, I'm now going to take you to the Erie webpage on the TCC site, which gives more information about that involvement with the magazine. So to get to this page from the TCC homepage, you can click on Student Life and then Arts and Culture. Underneath of our About section, you'll see some interactive versions of past year's magazines and then a section about submissions. This is a link to the submission form. Students can submit up to 3 times in each of our 5 categories, including creative writing, poetry, fiction, nonfiction, and also art and photography. You do not need to be an English, creative writing, art, or design major. You do not have to have been in a class in order to submit your work. It can be something that you have done on your own time in the past. As long as your work is original and as long as you are enrolled taking classes at TCC at the time that you submit, your work is eligible to be considered for publication. And here's information about the production course. The name of the course is JOU 2440L. Again, these are some of the essential skills that are used during the class that any employer would be glad for you to have. And another option on the website, again, you can click through some of our former Erie magazines from the past few years and get a page-turning experience. This is 2020's magazine. So you can look through and enjoy the written work, the art, the photography, and you can also learn about the students who were enrolled in the production class, who helped to make the magazine possible. Please help me to get the word out about the Erie to other students at TCC. We have so much creativity and talent, and unfortunately, many TCC students do not know about the magazine. By helping to spread the word, you are helping to give your peers the opportunity to have their voice heard, to take part in something very special, and to potentially be published, which is an incredible accomplishment that very few students have to show for their time in college, either at a 2-year or a 4-year institution. You could also be helping direct students to the production team. I'm very much in need of hardworking and passionate and dedicated students to help make the next magazine. Even if the Erie is not for you, I strongly encourage you to get involved in one of our many special organizations or clubs that we have at the college. College is about so much more than taking classes. Studies show that when students are involved outside of class, they feel more connected. And as a result, they are more successful in whatever they're involved in, but also in their academic pursuits. And the reason for that is that connection gives them a sense of greater purpose, intention. It might lead you in a direction that you hadn't expected in terms of your major or your career. And it helps you to have the sense that you are contributing to something greater than yourself. So whether it is our African Drum and Dance Ensemble, our award-winning speech and debate team, Brain Bowl, Model UN, our theater program, there is something at TCC for you. So reach out to your professors and ask them to help you get connected. So I will share with you one other quick way that you can get to that website that I had just showed you. If you open up your camera on your phone and hover it over this QR code, it will take you to that website where you can look through past magazines, find information about submitting your work for potential publication or getting involved in the class. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy the Erie.
Okay. We also have, is it Kaya or Kia with Flagler College?
Yes, it's Kaya.
Kaya.
So I'll just give a little quick breakdown of Flagler College. Again, my name is Kaya Shelton. I am the Assistant Director of Recruitment for Flagler College, Tallahassee. And I'm just going to provide you with some information, a little background. We have been in partnership with Tallahassee Community College for 20 years now. 2020 marked our 20-year anniversary. But with this partnership, we have been able to provide a local impact with a national perspective to the community and the students that we encounter. Now, in the effort to provide a high quality education, we ensure that students have a low student to teacher ratio. The faculty that are teaching you, they have that real world experience in their areas of expertise, and that you will always have a supportive hands-on staff to assist you in anything that you need. Now, most people assume that since we are a private institution, providing a high quality education could be quite expensive, and that is true for some, but not for us. We pride ourselves in being cost effective. So our cost per credit hour for this school year is $275 per credit hour, thus making tuition for A full-time student, $3,300, and that's before the EASE grant. For the EASE grant, it is basically a grant that is given to us because we are a private institution, and it is given to students who are Florida residents, full-time students, and they are obtaining their four-year degree for the first time. So tuition after the EASE grant, it will then drop costs down to $1,880 per semester. And also providing different efforts and needs to the community and students. We do offer 7 programs, meaning majors, and these majors include accounting, business administration, elementary education with dual certification in exceptional student education, public administration, psychology, and strategic communication. Along with those majors, we also offer minors and a variety of minors, but just to name a few, there's marketing, financing, and psychology that we offer as minors. Now, for those of you who may want to learn more information or to apply, we are accepting applications for the upcoming spring semester. But if you want to know more information about the programs that we offer or just need any assistance in learning more about us in general, you can go to our website, which is flagler.edu/Tallahassee. I'll be sure to put it in the chat as well. But you can go to this website and get more information. You can also contact us via phone at 850-201-8070. Again, that number is 850-201-8070. And if you have any questions or need any assistance, please feel free to reach out to us.
Thank you. Before we move on to Frank, was there anyone else from a different group that we haven't talked about yet? No? Okay, so also with us we have Frank Brown, who's a student working with the Democracy Fellow. He's a Democracy Fellow, and so we're going to let Frank talk a little bit about what work he and his organization are doing, so that you can either get involved or just know what's going on. Frank.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and please excuse me for my hokey picture. So I'm Frank Brown, part of the Democracy Fellows. We're a new program here at TCC. There are currently 2 of us serving. There are 168 that have graduated from the program. It's a national program put on by the Campus Voter Project. I'll send the link to the Campus Vote Project in the chat so you can get a little bit more information on it. But the role is short term, to talk to your peers about registering to vote, educate them on election laws and on the ballot, and make sure that students at the campus are ready to engage with democracy. They're not only engaging with their peers in the next upcoming election. We've challenging the fellows to implement programs on each of the campuses that will remain long after they graduate and make an impact on students for years to come. So the short-term goal is to inform students and our student body and local community about the upcoming election, to assist with questions in regards to early voting, some of the ballot initiatives and things like that. And the long-term goal is to build a network of diverse, action-oriented students and a community to set a foundation for a positive change in our environment. We want to create a base of mentors, educators, and influencers. And we want to educate current and future voters on policy and procedure and attempt to delineate the complex process of community engagement. So right now we're still building, as I said before, but I'd like to build a network with all the club members. So I'll be sending out my email so we can share information with each other on how we can get involved in the process. That's pretty much it for me. I hope to be working with you all soon, and I hope to see you all at the polls on November 3rd, because this is the opportunity to really let our voice be heard.
Thank you, Frank. Before we end, I just wanted to talk about a couple more groups that weren't able to make it. Our Student Government Association is open for any student to join. There's still senator positions available. If for some reason the times that they meet don't work with you, you can join any of the committees that we have. There are approximately 6 different committees, and we encourage you to join those if those fit in with your schedule. We also have a political roundtable who wasn't able to make it today, but they meet on Thursdays from 2 to whenever they finish. I've been told by their advisor that they once finish at like 6, but you don't have to stay the whole time. And it's really just a group that comes together and they talk about current events. And it's a wonderful thing. We did a partnership between Political Roundtable and SGA to talk about the debates, which I think Frank attended the last one. And we had a lot of fun with that group. So that's a group as well. And you can get in touch with them by contacting Dr. Edward Dugan, professor in political science. They also have a group on MyTCC. It might be currently private, I don't remember, but their group was made just not too long ago. No one else sent me any write-ups to talk about, but perhaps Charlie has a few more. If you have any questions about any of the groups specifically and you can't get in touch with them, please feel free to come and talk to me, and I will get you that information or get them to come and talk to you. If you are interested in starting your own organization, you can find the information about how to do that on the website, or you can just schedule a time to talk with me, and I'd be more than happy to help you with that process. You can reach me one of 2 different ways. You can reach me through my email, batchelg@tcc.fl.edu, or you can email us at our Student Life website, studentlife@tcc.fl.edu. Charlie?
Good evening again. Thank you all once again for coming out. Those that represented a student org or group or academic program, thank you. I'm here to talk about the Black Male Achievers program here at Tallahassee Community College. So we call it BMA here on campus. So the mission of BMA is designed to empower and educate minority men on improving the retention rates and the importance of successfully completing their post-secondary aspirations and goals, and also prepare them for the workforce ahead or where their end goal is. So with that, we're currently holding open houses for interested minority males that are wanting to be a part of this program. So it's a mentorship / leadership development / personal professional awareness, and just getting them together to realize the importance of retention and graduating from TCC and then transferring to whatever 4-year institution they're looking into going into, or if they're looking to go into the workforce, preparing them and having a job lined up for them prior to leaving TCC. So more information about Black Male Achievers, you feel free to shoot me an email. I'll put it in the chat feature. It's davischa@tcc.fl.edu. In conjunction to BMA, their sister to sister, which is the female version of BMA, they focus on minority females, providing mentorship, support, and resource system for those young ladies who are in need or just seeking more support and developing them personally and professionally at the same time. So Sister Sister is also available to those women of color, minority women who are looking for an opportunity to get mentoring, professional development, leadership development, personal development at the same time. I'm trying to think who else we had. I can't think of anybody else on our radar, but those are 2 programs that we work in conjunction with. As you can see in my shirt, BMA. I am not the lead, but I am one of the 3 that leads the group of guys. Other than that, do we have any questions about any student club or organizations or any of the academic programs that were here?
There are no questions in the chat, but if anybody has any, please feel free to speak.
And as we wait, in the chat feature, you all go through it, copy paste all the contact informations from those that spoke about their particular group, feel free to contact them. If you somehow lose the chat feature or don't have access to it, feel free to reach out to Grant or myself or Student Life as a whole. As you can see, the 3 email addresses in the chat feature. We can provide you with the direct contact information to those individuals or those specific groups.
And just a last final note, we also have a few upcoming events. These are our October Civic and Community Engagement. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, we have the post-debate roundtables, though it doesn't look like we actually will have those anymore. The next debate isn't going to be happening. We might still hold our roundtable, but you can find out about that probably tomorrow. Also on Saturday, there's a cleanup at Lake Alberta Park and Trail. Starting next Monday, we'll have our hashtag #WhyIVote TCC. We also have, Charlie has been working hard on the civic education series, and these will be workshops about different levels of government. On the 22nd, the SGA is holding an Apple Yard cleanup. We're going to be walking up and down the Apple Yard Drive, picking up trash. And then there's also a service project for Second Harvest on October 29th. And unless there's anything else, Charlie has a, I don't know if he actually has it, but we're working on a survey. I'm not sure if we actually finished it, but if we did, Charlie will put it in the chat. So please do that. And then other than that, we are all done. Yes, there it is. So please fill that out. Give us some feedback on what you want to see from us concerning clubs or how to make this better. If there had been more students here, we would have done breakout rooms, but we felt it would be a better experience for everybody to hear from all the groups. So thank you all for coming. We'll stay in the chat just for a few more minutes for you to finish it, but we are good. Thank you.